Welcome student to my channel Educate Maths and Science. Today I will also discuss the continuation of the basis concept of the organic chemistry. You already know the single bond, double bond, and the so many things are there. Now, in case of the organic chemistry, we just previously say this is actually base is the carbon and hydrogen is mainly, so it's called the hydrocarbons. Okay. So in case of the hydrocarbons, I write down here two types of the hydrocarbon. One is we know this called the aliphatic. You know the open chain hydrocarbon, open chain. This called the open chain hydrocarbon, and that we call the aliphatic or open chain hydrocarbon. Open chain, and one is the closed chain. That is called the cyclic. This is the closed chain that we know. That is this. These are two different fast. In case of the organic chemistry, the basic thing is the hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbon means the hydrogen and carbon. Hydrogen carbon is the main part. The catenation property you know. Okay, the cell linkage. Now this actually called the open chain hydrocarbon. That we call the aliphatic or open chain hydrocarbon, and this is called the cyclic or closed chain hydrocarbon. Now, in case of the aliphatic, you know the bonding we say that discussed previous video, the single bond, double bond, triple bond. Okay, now this open chain hydrocarbon, that is also the two types. One is saturated, one is unsaturated. So what do you mean by actually the saturated and unsaturated? Saturated means stable, that means the fixed. They are not further breaking. In case of saturated is always the single bond, and that we call the alkenes or paraffins. Alkenes and paraffins, the general formula is this. What do you mean by this? Just I rub it here. I just discussed here the open chain hydrocarbon now. So first alkane we say discuss the methane. That's just one group. One carbon is there. One carbon that is called the methyl group. This is the one carbon, two carbon, three carbon, four carbon. If there is the one carbon, that is you just link with the hydrogen. That is actually called the methane. Methane is the first hydrocarbon. Methane is the first hydrocarbon. This is a basic concept of the organic chemistry. Very interesting. So if there is the one carbon attached with the hydrogen, these are all the covalent bond. Linkage with the covalent bond previously discussed, because the one color electron here is one electron is the bonding. Here is one, this hydrogen one, this one carbon, this and this. So 8 is complete. 2 plus 2 4 4 put 6 8. So 8 is complete in the carbon. Hydrogen is mainly the 2. So these all are the covalent. But if there is the one carbon, that is called the methane. Methane is the first hydrocarbon. So this is the first one. This is the open. And now is saturated because they are stable. They are stable, fixed, stable. That is called the saturated hydrogen. Saturated, what do you mean by the saturated? In case of the saturated atmosphere, saturated water vapor, that means that saturated means complete. They are not breaking further. If there is no other incident, just breaking is stable. Saturated means stable. So this called actually the alkane. Alkane or the other name is called the paraffin. So what is actually this? The general formula. You write down the general formula here. This is actually we write CnH2n plus 2. This is the general formula of the alkane, any type of alkane. If suppose here you put if C is 1, so C is 1. What is the number of hydrogen? This is 2n plus 2. If C is, here is N is 1, not C. C not. This is the N. N is 1. N means the carbon number is 1. Cn. So what is this? 2 into 1 plus 2. That is 2 2s of this. This is 4. That means this is hydrogen number is 4. You just write here. If C is 1, hydrogen number is 4. That is the general formula. That is called the general formula of the alkane. CnH2n plus 2. Very interesting. Organic chemistry is a very sequence and very ruled. Very ruled. So if there is a carbon number is 2, that is called the C2H6. That is called the methane. Then the ethane. Then very sequence maintains. Ethane. So if N is 2, so what is the hydrogen? 2n plus 2. You just put 2 into 2 plus 2. So this is 4 plus 2. So sequence maintains 6. Must be 6. So in carbon number is 1. So CH4, the first hydrocarbon, this is methane. And if the C is 2, That means hydrogen must be number is 6. C2H6, the formula shows that. If this is 3, if the carbon number is 3, this is called the methane, this is ethane. If this is the carbon number is 3, what is the hydrogen number in case of the alkane? CH2n plus 2. So n is to 2 into 3, 6, 6 plus 2, 8. That means C3H8. That is the rule is maintained. This is the beauty of the organic compound. In case of the inorganic compound, there is a certain rule. But in case of the organic compound, that is a very important rule. In case of the alkane, very interesting, just to greaten your knowledge, basic concept of the organic chemistry. So this is the general formula CnH2n plus 2. So if this is butane, so C4H10. In case if the carbon number is 1 is increased, hydrogen number is 2 is increased. Hydrogen number is 2 is increased. In this, if Cn, n is 4. So 2 into 4 plus 2. 4 to 8 plus 2, 10. So in this order, so what you say? What you learn? So if the carbon number is 1, that is called the methane, compulsory. If the carbon number is 2, this is called the ethyl group. If the carbon number is 3, this is called the propane. The 4 number is the butane, 5 number is the pentane, 6 number is the hexane, 7 number is called the heptane. 7 number, that is called the heptane. Then 8 number is called the octane, 9 number is called the nonane, and the 10 number is called decane. But the remember is the pronunciation. Methane. What is the spelling? Methane. METHANE. Just write up here. Just write up. The carbon number is 1. Methane, CH4, carbon number is 1. Methane, then ethane, ETHANE. C2H6, carbon number is 2, you write, carbon number is 2. Then the propane, the pronunciation is very important. Propane, propane, C3H8. The rule is maintained, carbon number is 3. Butane, butane, C4H10. Carbon number is 4. The general formula maintains CnH2n plus 2. Each and everywhere the rule is applicable. If this is the octane, 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 carbon number is 8. C8. So what is the hydrogen number? N is, this is the 2 into 8 plus 2. So 8 to the 16 plus 2, 18. So this is 18. Octane, C8H18. Decane means 10. DCN. Decane is C10. What is the carbon number? Here is C8. H18. So what is the rule? What is the carbon number? So this is 2 into 10 plus 2, because the H2n plus 2. So 20, 22. Here is 22. The rule is maintained. Now one pronunciation is very important. Each and everywhere, N. This is the very important. N. This is the actually alkane. So this is ultimately this called the alkane. Alkane. So these read follow here. This is the alkane, the group. So you just learn methane, ethane, propane, butane, then the pentane. Pentane is 5. Pentane, PN, 10, TANE, pentane C5. So what is the number? CnH2n plus 2. So 2n, n is 5. 5 to the 10, 12. H is 12. This is the rule. So in this way, that is called the alkane group. The general formula CnH2n plus 2. And all the pronunciation is N. So these are called the saturated hydrocarbon. In case of the structure is very important. If I draw the structure, each and everyone, the structure is there. So in case of methane, you know, methane, Carbon number is 1. You always 4 hand is complete. So this is the H, 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 H. This is the structure of methane. If the structure of ethane, structure is very important. In which ethane is carbon number is 2. So first this is a single bond. 1, 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is hydrogen, this is hydrogen, this is hydrogen, 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 hydrogen. So you write C2H6 and the just compare CH3, CH3. Or you write in this way H3C and this is H3C. This also. No problem. Okay, in this way. But the structure is very important. In case in your home, you always draw the structure. In case of the organic chemistry, structure is very important. So if this is the, write down the pentane, just you draw it. Structure, pentane. This practice the structure. Pentane means the five carbon. Catenation property. So this 5 you just draw. Or the single bond. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you just always complete the 4 hands. Carbon, this is. Starting from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hand is complete. Here is carbon. 2 hands are already. So this is 2, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. In case this is the carbon, 2 hand is there. This. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. In case this is the carbon, 1, 2 hand is there. This. So 1, 2, 3, 4. In this carbon, this is the 1 hand is there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the structure, catenation property of the carbon. This is the drawing procedure structure, and each and everywhere this you just put the hydrogen. These are all hydrogen. So what is the number of hydrogen here you just put? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So C5H12. The formula is CnH2n plus 2. So what is N is 5. So you put here 2 into 5 plus 2. Each and everywhere this is the 12. Okay. So if this is the complete structure. Then in the condensed chapter this is the CH3. So this is this H3C. Then this is CH2. This is CH2. Then this is CH2. Okay, this is CH2. And now here is CH3. You just see this part, CH3, this is CH2, this is CH2, this is CH2, this is the CH3. This is a condense. And ultimate, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So C5H12. But you cannot determine is the isomerism or not. So structure is very important. Is the basic structure and is a complete structure. Okay. So these actually called the alkane or paraffin, the saturated hydrocarbon, because there is no, only the single bond is there. There is no breaking of bond, or these the 2 bonds is just separate to the 1 bond, second double bond is break is not that. For that reason is not easily reactable because they are complete saturated. Okay. So for that reason, now this is the alkane. We just complete here today. These are alkane, and now this is for today. So you just learn 1 is methane, 2 is ethane, 3 is propane, 4 is butane, 5 is pentane, 6 is hexane, 7 is heptane, 8 is octane, 9 is nonane, and 10 is decane. So in this is the methane. So if this is this, if 1 hydrogen is out, so this CH3, this is called the methyl group. So if 1 hydrogen is out, in case of the methane, so this is called the methyl group. In case of ethane, C2H6, if this is C2H5, here is 1 dash. So this actually called the ethyl group. In case of this propane, C3H8. Okay. So C3H7, this is called the propyl group, because 1 hydrogen is removed, you just taking in the case of the substitution process or this, because the saturated hydrocarbon. If you not, these are all complete actually. This 1 hand is further. There is no place to introduce other thing. If you just out from this, then entry on this. For that reason, this is called the saturated. Unsaturated. For that reason, the total is complete hands. So it's not easily chemical reactable. Okay. So now in case of the alkyne or alkene, this is unsaturated. Why? That is very important. In case of the, why it is called the unsaturated. Unsaturated hydrocarbon. So that is actually, alkane means a single bond. This called the double bond, and this called the triple bond is there. In case of the alkene, AL, the spelling is very important. KENES, alkenes, alkenes, NES. This is the ends, alkanes. This is the alkenes. This is the alkyne. The spelling is very important. So in case of this, this is the C2H6. Suppose C2H4. Now this is the double bond. What is the general formula? General formula is CnH2n. Here is H2n plus 2. Here is only 2n. That means 2 hydrogen is out. That means shifting the double bond in this way. So this is, for that reason, this is the unsaturated. Because the carbon-carbon double bond. This is very important. In case of the methane, in case of the, this is methane or ethane. This is a single bond. This carbon-carbon bond is single, is not further breakdown. For that reason, these are saturated, complete. But here is you further break down this. For that, these are unstable actually. For that reason, this is the unsaturated hydrocarbon. Because their four hand is not complete by the hydrogen or other, just the carbon-carbon double bond. Double bond means actually two hands. You could just, one carbon atom is just combined is two other hands of the other atom. These are two hands. Here is a single hand. Only one single hand. This means the methane, ethane, propane, alkane. But in case of this is a double bond. This is the double bond. Two hands. You just combine to this. Now, in case of the carbon, always you just calculate the four hands. The two is there. Two and two. Here is two. That means this is hydrogen. This is hydrogen. This is hydrogen. This is hydrogen. That means actually this is C2H4. So the condense is CH2, H2, and this is CH2. This, now if there is a certain chemicals of this bond is breakdown. This bond is breakdown easily to form CC. For that reason, this is the unsaturated hydrocarbon or unstable. But if this is very tough, this single bond, you cannot break down CC bond. Here is the double bond, you just shift it to a single bond. Now the one, this is shifting actually. So CC, okay. So now this one bond is coming here, one bond is coming here. So this is ethylene, or this is compared to the ethane. It's clear to you? So these actually call these. Okay. So this called the ethene. Ethene. Now what is the pronunciation? Ethene. ENE is very important. So in this case, the ethene. Other example is this. Other example of this is the ethene. And other example is this propene. Propene. PENE. ENE. Propene. Propene is C3H6. In which way? Because CnH2n, N is 3. So H is 2 into 3. So 6. So what is the bonding? One double bond is there. Suppose this is. Structure is very important. C, C, C. Suppose this is double bond. Okay. It's clear to you. Now this carbon is one hand, 1, 1, 1. 4 hand. This carbon, 2 and 1, 3. This 1. This carbon is 2. 2 means 1, 1. Now this is hydrogen. 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 What is the total? 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is this. The structure is this. Is clear to you? One place this is a double bond. Here is single bond, but this is a double bond. So for that, this is a unsaturated hydrocarbon. That is called the propene, or this is called, the other name is olefin. This is the paraffin. This is the olefin. Very clear concept from the basics of starting of the organic chemistry. This is very important. So general formula is this CnH2n. That means it possesses the double bond. So what is the pronunciation? In. This is propene. Okay. That is, suppose this is the butene. Butene. BU T-E-N-E. What is the structure? Butene means actually, what is the general form of butene? But means carbon number is always 4. Carbon is 4. So hydrogen is, this is 4 to the 8. This is this butene. Butene, E-N-E. So what is this? This. Suppose this is all in place. These are no problem at all. If you just put here the double bond also. Double bond also. So this carbon, one hand, 1, 2, 3. This carbon, two hand is there, this one. This carbon, two hand is there, one is there. And now this carbon is 1, 2, 3. So what is the hydrogen number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is this. So this called the butene. Structure is very important. So this is the unsaturated hydrocarbon because this bond is easily break up. Not this bond, but this bond is easily break up. So this is the unsaturated. Okay. Or this is the unstable. So this called the butene. So general formula is CnH2n. Okay. So in case, suppose the propene. So what is the formula? Propene, you know, prop means the 5. Prop means the 5. 3. Pentene. Pentene is the 5. Pentene. Pentene. T-E-N-E. So, N-E. E-N-E. This is the very important pronunciation. This is the N. N-E. Here is E-N-E. Pentene. The pronunciation is very important. Clear? Suppose this is the ethene, propene, butene, pentene. The pronunciation is very important. For that reason, this indicates the alkene. That is the double bond is there. So in case of pentene, you know this is the 5. So what is this is 10 because of general formula is H2N. So 5, 1, 2, 3. Suppose this is double bond. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 1 incomplete. So this 4. You always complete the 4 hands checking. So this is carbon, 1 hand, 1 hand. So this is 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is carbon. 2 is there, this one. Only 1. This carbon, 2 is here, 1 is here. This. So in case of carbon, this is a 1, 1, 2, 3. So hydrogen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So for that reason, this is CnH2n is complete. So this is the structure. This is the double bond in one place. Is clear? So this way, the unsaturated hydrocarbon, double bond. Now the last one is the alkyne. Alkyne means the triple bond. Alkyne means the triple bond. That means actually the example is C2H2. If the triple bond is there, now 3 bonds, one is there, one is there. Okay. So this is hydrogen. This is hydrogen. The general formula is CnH2n minus 2. What is the number of carbon here? 2. So H is 2n minus 2. What is the number of carbon? N is 2. So 2 into 2 minus 2. That is 4 minus 2, 2. For that reason this. So this is the alkyne. This is called the ethyne. Ethyne means ethane. The origin is ethane. Number of carbon is 2. So ethane. So ethyne. The pronunciation is ethyne. E-T-H-Y-N-E. So this is YNE. That means the triple bond. This most unsaturated. This is unsaturated, but is most unstable because the 3 bond is there. Is breakdown. So single bond, the double bond. Here is only the double bond. It come to the single bond, but in case this is the triple bond, the 2 chances there. Double bond, maybe single bond. Okay, so this called the ethyne. Ethyne in propyne. Propyne, prop means 3. What is the general form of propyne? Propyne. Prop means 3. So propyne. Propyne. YNE. This is very important. YNE, the pronunciation. Prop means 3. So general formula CnH2n minus 2. So N is 3. Prop originate. So H number is 2 into 3 minus 2. 3 to the 6 minus 2, 4. That is the general formula. So this is the form C3H4. C3 propyne C3H4. That means this. Suppose this. Suppose 3. 1 is there. 3. 1 is complete. So this only. Just you see. 3 bond. So carbon 4 and 314. Here is carbon, the middle carbon 314. This there is no hydrogen, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this hydrogen number 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is this. Here is hydrogen. Here is no this. Complete this. So this is 3,3H4. This is called the propyne. Propyne. So clear in this way. So next class I discuss the other thing. Okay. So this for the today. If you just understand, please share and subscribe the channel. Thank you. Thank you, student. Thank you.